All right, we are back. Welcome to another
We're
live
back. Well,
feed
it's been a long
reads.
time. I know. First, welcome to another edition of Live Feed Read. I'm Paul Reed, your host. The Ed McMahon to my Johnny Carson, Jason Crawford, right here to my left. Um, this is the September 5th, 2025 edition.
Yes,
I know you
episode
guys had
28.
Ryan Reed on last week. I'm sure he was nowhere near as exciting and as enthusiastic as I am. But hey, I was in Labor Day weekend. I took Leanne to Boston, Massachusetts. I wanted to show her the Freedom Trail, and we caught a Red Sox game. So, a little history. People, especially the youngins, Leanne's 25, they don't really kind of appreciate what the boys did for us and the girls 400 years ago against England and so forth. So I, showed her some things. We went to Paul Revere's house, Bunker
Ooh,
Hill,
cool.
the Constitution, which is still the oldest warship in the fleet. So it was fun. And the weather was great because, Boston, it can be hit and miss. We had low 70s and sun. So we had a lot of fun. But anyway,
Very
I'm
cool.
back.
Yeah,
And
welcome back.
well, somebody had asked the other day, a caller, I rear-ended someone, but I don't think I'm at fault.
Mm,
And then we went on to talk about it, and I said, well, most people think in the state of Florida, I can only speak for Florida, that if you rear end someone, you're automatically at fault. And
right.
Jason, is that true or is that not true?
Um, I think it's 90% true.
Well, oh, Jesus.
There's always exigent circumstances,
Well, and that's fair. Okay.
but
Well,
but I think it's predominantly true. Yes.
yeah, so basically in Florida, there's a presumption of negligence that attaches to the driver that rear ends somebody,
Got you.
meaning
Okay.
you're presumed to be at fault, but that presumption can be rebutted.
Okay.
And rebutted simply means that if I have a legitimate reason why I rear-ended you, then maybe I'm not at fault.
So to be clear, the answer to your question was yes. That
Yes,
is
what?
correct. That you are at fault. You're presumed
You're
negligent.
presumed to be at fault, but if you come up with, or if there's an explanation which is substantial and reasonable as to why you're not at fault, then you could rebut that presumption.
Right. So like in other situations you are
So we'll go through it.
innocent
Yeah, we're gonna go through a
until
little bit here.
proven guilty, but this way you are presumed negligent until proven otherwise.
Yes, and the
Okay.
burden, that's a good. The burden is on the rear ender.
Okay.
It's not on me, the person that was rear ended, to prove you were negligent. You have to prove why you were not.
Got you.
Okay, and
Understood. All right,
yeah,
walk me
and
through
that
it.
rule, the
Yeah.
rule was adopted in Florida by the Supreme Court of Florida, like in 1959. I
Oh,
I
wow.
wasn't sure there were cars in 1959 because I wasn't born, but evidently there were. So, and I know Jason wasn't born. uh, But
Yep.
here's the deal, and it makes sense. I had notes. He says the purpose of the rule was
Okay.
founded on the perceived need to somewhat lessen the burden on the plaintiff to prove that the person that hit him was negligent. And it
Okay.
says most rear end cases, the lead vehicles, their attention is focused on the events in front of them. You're looking at the car in front of you, pedestrians in front of you, the light in front of you, or the stop sign, or any number of different things, and you're not looking behind you. So you, as the lead driver, really don't know why this person rear-ended you. And I would say the great majority of times you don't even see it.
Okay.
All right. Would you agree with that? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Most of the time, yeah. I know that Crystal, there was one moment where that was a little different for Crystal, but she was just trapped though, and it's like she saw it. Please look
Oh
up.
well, yeah.
Please
Oh
watch.
well. Here's the
Please see
deal.
me. you know.
Obvious, since doing this job, a little public service announcement. Here's what I do every time. I see the light up there is red. I see a stop sign, whatever it is, and if there's cars in front of you, I start slowing down way before I get there because I'm
Yeah.
looking at the car behind me, right? and I want to
Yep.
make sure it's slowing down. So I'll start slowing down again, a ways away.
Yes.
And so far, I've never been rear-ended. The other car does. If that car, if I see it's not, I've left myself enough room. I'm pulling off the road or pulling into
Yep.
the other lane, or otherwise going to get the heck out of the way and let him smoke the person, or he smoke the person in front of me,
That another
unfortunately.
person. Yeah.
Once I see that car slowing down, that's step one. Number two is you leave, you slow down, you come to a stop because there's probably a car behind them.
Hmm.
So I wait and still leave plenty of distance before the car in front of me until I see the car behind him slowing down and stopping. Then I'll pull up and we're all kosher because I don't want to get hit from the car the behind me that gets hit because
Hmm.
and there's 3 and 4 car collisions all the time, chain
Mm.
reaction. So
Yes.
that's how you should drive. You should
Yes.
traffic slowing down in front of you.
Defensive.
Don't just zip up on the rear car and wait.
Right.
Now granted, if there's nobody behind you, then what you do is if there's nobody behind you, leave a big gap
Yep.
in case you
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
someone coming up behind you.
Yeah.
You can always pull up and close that gap. But if you
Right.
close that gap and you
Yeah.
see the car coming up and look in your rearview mirror all the time,
Yeah.
you see that car coming,
Yeah.
get out of the way.
It's like a haircut. You can't cut
Yeah.
more hair if it goes bad.
Yeah. All right. So
Just
let's go.
you
Let's
can't
go with
add
these.
more hair. You can only cut what you got.
Let's go with the
Yeah.
rebuttable presumptions, the reasons why, the
Hmm.
affirmative explanations that can rebut your negligence.
Okay. Yeah. Walk me through it.
The first is an abrupt and arbitrary stop in a place where it could not reasonably be expected. All
Okay.
right, and I'll give you an
Yep.
example. This is there's Clamp Supreme Court cases. There were 4 people in line at a red light. Light turns green. Car number one, takes off. Car number two takes off. Car number three takes off. Car number four following. Car number three, for no apparent reason, stops in the middle of the intersection.
Okay.
And car number four blasted.
Mm.
Well, that was held to be a sudden and unexpected stop.
Sure. Who does that?
Time and place that the rear driver would not reasonably expect that to occur.
Right.
Going through an intersection on a green light and you just hit the brakes.
Understood. Yeah, that makes perfect sense because
Right.
that's a situation in which you wouldn't even normally be stopped in the middle of an intersection.
Wouldn't
You
expect it.
jammed on your brakes. No one else did. You're the only one. So there's this situation that emerged. That makes perfect sense. It's outside of the scope of what's normal.
Another one is, which we've all seen if you drive on the interstate, the unexpected and sudden lane change. And then you come to a
Oh.
stop. So
Oh.
you've got distance between the car in front of you.
Yeah.
Joe Shiz with a Z the Rag Man swings over and stops right in front of you. Now your 2-second rule is
I hate
blown
that.
out the window and you smoke them.
I
That's
hate it.
another presumption another type of crash that can rebut the presumption.
Interesting. I didn't know that one. I see that a ton. That
Dude,
happens
I've
all the
got
time.
I've got the case right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sad thing is if you're on 75 or 275 or I-4,
Yeah.
if you leave that 2-second rule, 1001, you're getting
There's a
cut off.
gap.
Somebody's
Yes, that's
pulling in
correct.
front of you
That's
every
correct.
time. You literally
100%.
cannot leave a gap.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. Now here's
Yeah, it's well.
a kicker. So you're driving down the road, and it's busy. It's busy, and car number one rear ends car number two. Right? There's a crash
Okay.
in front of you,
Okay.
and then you blast at them.
Okay.
Is that a sudden and unexpected stop in a time and place that could not reasonably be expected?
I guess it depends on how close you were, but yes, I think so.
It is not.
It is not.
If you're in busy rush hour traffic on the interstates,
Yep.
you need to anticipate the person in front of you rear-ending
Okay.
a crash happening in front of you.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
That was
Yeah.
held not to be a reason why you caused crash number two.
That's interesting. I think that what they teach in defensive driving with the 2-second rule and things like that should give you enough time to find some avoidance option. And I can see why they would say that, you should expect something like that to happen and drive defensively, that the burden of driving defensively is on you for that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
All
that.
right. So that's that one. All
Okay.
right. Number two reason or rebuttable presumption can be a mechanical failure, a
Oh,
sudden and unexpected mechanical failure.
brakes went out or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Brakes went out.
Bald tires.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, brakes went out, which is Murray v. Schreiner. So there's
Okay.
a case where that was here in the Tampa Bay area where the Second District Court of Appeal is. That was the issue. I had a
Yeah.
sudden and unexpected brake failure.
I
I'm
don't think it
surprised more
counts.
people don't use that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get the sudden and unexpected stop
Mm-hmm.
about every rear-end collision as an affirmative defense.
Whoa.
Rarely do you see the sudden brake failure,
Yeah.
but
I
it's
don't think
out
it
there.
holds though. Does it?
If I buy my brand new car off the lot and I'm driving it home
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I go to hit the brakes and I go to the floor or they don't work and I plow into Jason, well, I
Yeah.
believe that is a brake failure that I can probably prove. Look, this is a
I
brand new
agree.
car
Yeah. Yeah.
and presumably brand new brakes, brand new
Yeah.
brake system, and so forth and so on.
Yeah. There's
How
no negligence on your part there.
well that yeah, all of these, rear-ending someone, you're trying
Yeah.
to rebut the presumption of negligence, right?
But if your
But if
car
you're in
is,
a 20-year-old car
yeah. Okay.
and the brakes go out, and I say, which I have done, I need repair bills for the last 3 years, maintenance records, and this,
Mm-hmm.
that, and the other that shows that this was something that was unexpected and a brake failure,
Yeah.
not due to your lack of, maintenance. Well,
Yeah.
that's a kibosh of that because nobody has it.
Yeah.
But just
Yeah.
it's out there. Sudden and unexpected stop in a time and place where you wouldn't reasonably expect that to occur, and some mechanical failure, brake failure or otherwise.
That's not that is outside of the purview of your negligent
Well, it's
op,
just
you
it
know.
can rebut the presumption that you're negligent. I have a
Yeah.
legitimate reason why I should not be at fault.
Yeah, but Paul,
Hold
hear me
on, I
out.
ain't
Here,
done. Save your questions for the ask,
but
children.
there's a millennial in here, right? And what if
I'm
they don't
moving on.
know?
Save your questions for the ask.
Okay. All right. All
Uh,
right. All right. All right.
uh,
Okay. All right, let me write it down.
Yeah, go ahead.
Keep
Take
going.
take
Keep
take
going.
notes. And the
Keep
other
going.
one is just simply the lead vehicle did something that was illegal.
Okay.
And that happens, and we have this where there's two lanes of traffic, right? And the person in the right lane made a U-turn in front of our client. They hit him in the rear. The rear, kind of the rear of the car. Well, it was an illegal U-turn. And sometimes they'll make
Oh man.
anything that's illegal that causes you to crash, that can rebut the presumption as well.
I mean, you just referenced the most viral case right now.
What
That's
is that?
with the illegal immigrant who had the commercial driver's license and that was here and made the U-turn because he didn't know how to read the signs, and then the
Oh,
family crashed in and it killed the people in the car.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, Jason is a big internet guy. I am not.
It's
I get
everywhere.
I get I get dings on my phone at 2 a.m. because Jason's sending me an
No,
article.
not 2 in the
About
morning.
this.
Not 2 in the morning.
I'm like, okay, I guess I'll get up and let the dogs out now that I'm awake. But either way, okay. So that's those are the three ways that you can rebut the presumption in Florida if you rear end somebody.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Uh,
so now here's my question.
okay.
So you've got these younger people and they grab the wrong color handle at the gas station and they put diesel in a car by accident.
Okay.
You've
Yeah.
seen those, right?
Mhm.
Like, oh, I didn't know we had to change the oil. You've seen those. And then what if they're like, oh, I didn't know you had to change the brakes? Like, you know what I'm talking about? There's a
No,
mechanical failure.
ignorance will not work.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Speaking of that,
That was,
though, I had a friend of mine whose sister leased a car for 3 years. That never changed the oil.
no, bro,
Yeah.
no, no.
And then just turns the car back in.
Oh
Dude,
my word.
well, here's the deal. They wanted that's how I knew, because once they got the car back there, they do their whatever. They said that the oil came out like black tar.
Oh man.
I'm like, are you gotta be kidding me?
That is
So, but
rough.
they couldn't. But the problem is they couldn't prove that it damaged the engine because
Right, okay.
just that simple. But yeah, I got the call, and I talked to him, and he goes, dude, we took it off, and it kind of did, oil will just pour out. Yeah, this
Yeah.
was it was
It's
like
like
black
it's like
tar dripping out of there. And
ketchup coming
I
out.
asked, I said, did you ever change the oil? And back to you, she goes, oh, the light never came on.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. All right. There it is.
Yes.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, so that was interesting. So those are your if you rear end somebody, are you automatically at fault, so to speak? No. Are you more than likely going to be deemed at fault? Yes. But if you truly have a brake failure, I would take my car to the mechanic. But it can't be, well, I had a brake failure, I'm gonna take my car to the mechanic. First, you should, of course, because you had brake failure and you rear into somebody. But you're gonna need to have records that you've maintained your car, and nobody does, and
Yep.
that's why that one's not the big one of the big three
Yep.
defenses. If you're doing something illegal, that's an easy one. If you rear
Gotcha.
end somebody, look, they did something illegal, and that's why I hit them. The sudden and unexpected stop, that's extremely limited.
Got you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that I mean that's interesting stuff. I think it's one of the key questions you hear a lot. I mean, especially from people who aren't in the line of work that you're in and what we
Yeah.
do. So yeah, I mean, thanks for
Yeah.
clearing that
Well, I
up.
mean, yeah, that's it. But that's again because of cell phones. And thank you, Florida legislature. No disrespect to the people out there that have lost children because of these stupid cell phones and inattentive drivers. I feel your pain. I get it. But by having such a weak cell phone law, I would say 90% of crashes, if not 95% of rear end crashes, are due to cell phones.
Interesting.
Yeah, that would be my guess. But here's fun. Here's what's funny, Jason. I've
Okay.
done thousands, literally, of depositions, 29 years. Do you know how many people have said, yeah, I was on my cell phone at the time of the crash? None.
Zero.
Not
Zero.
one.
Can I fume for a second? Do we have time? Because I was
Oh,
at
sure.
a
Yeah.
I was at a stoplight with Aerith, and she's my middle daughter, and we were driving, and I had stopped up just shy of the line at the light,
Hmm.
and I was explaining to her, like, sometimes you do that just to leave yourself room in case something happens, kind of like our conversation today.
Sure.
And sure enough, I said, you never know when somebody's going to do something crazy. Sure enough, our light turns green, and that car, that car that kind of comes through right as your light turns green, they're the last one.
The other direction, you mean?
The other direction.
Basically
Yeah, yeah,
runs
yeah.
the red light.
Basically, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that last car comes right on through, right as our turns green. And I was like, that's close. Then there's a car right behind them. Our light's already green. Then there's a little pause, and then another car comes right on through. And I was like, look, did you see that? I was like, she was like, yeah, wow, that's crazy. I'm like, that's exactly what I was literally just talking about. Can you believe
Yeah.
it? I said, that person's either on their phone or they don't care about anybody. I use different
Yep.
words. So I drove up, and it just so happened when we got to
What
the
words
light.
did you use?
I don't want to repeat them here.
Yeah,
We
you don't
got
want
up
to get
to it.
banned from the internet.
Yeah, we will. We got right up next to each other in
Uh-oh.
the. Yeah, yeah. So I roll down my window, and I'm just like yelling
Of course
across,
you
like, put your phone down. Because there they are. No
did.
joke. There they are, tapping away. Fully, like, head fully down, in their knees almost, just away in their phone.
Yep.
And they're like, what do you care? What does it matter to you? I'm like, I would have been the car you ran into, you.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
son of a gun.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're like, well,
Well,
whatever. Mind your own business. I'm like, shh.
hey,
Bro, it just, the audacity. The
well, it's
audacity.
funny. On Hillsborough Avenue in Rome, Leanne called me. She was, like hyperventilating because she was crossing Hillsborough, where Rome, it's not real busy there. It's not
Mm,
like Hillsborough Avenue at some places. It's a
Yeah.
smaller location. And a
Yeah.
car, she said she thought it might have even just brushed her bumper in the Jeep doing like 60 or 70 miles an hour. Her light turned green and she just proceeded to go through. And unfortunately, think about it. One more second and it hits
Yeah,
her door.
man.
I mean,
Yeah.
so Jason, you make a good point. Just because the light turns green doesn't mean go. It
Yeah.
means look to your left or look to your right,
Always.
always, to make sure
Always.
that those people have stopped.
Yeah.
That's another public service message brought to you by Paul and Jason here at
And put
Live.
your blank
I mean,
phones
there's
down.
really, listen, you're not just driving from A to B. You're driving from A to B to arrive alive. And I'm telling you,
Mm.
you really, most, if not all of these crashes, and there's no such thing as an accident. I hate when these
Yeah.
attorneys, it was an accident. There's no such thing.
Preach.
This was a crash because someone was speeding, someone was
Yep.
not paying attention, someone broke the law. That's a crash. That's not an accident. But
Amen.
you, as the person not wanting to get in an accident, you should anticipate getting rear-ended. You should
Yeah.
anticipate that driver running the stop sign. You should anticipate that driver blowing through the red light. You should anticipate this driver cutting you off. You should anticipate that driver slamming on their brakes for no reason and not paying attention to the car in front of them, especially when you're behind a big SUV where you're literally relying on the person in front of you to pay attention. Because what happens oftentimes, you can't see around the truck or the
Yep.
SUV. They
Yep.
slam on brakes, you smack them in the rear. That won't rebut the presumption.
What's done is done too.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
you have to anticipate the other driver being a complete idiot and doing everything they can possibly wrong that could cause you to get in a crash and possibly lose your life. I'm not going to preach, brother, preach, but I'm telling you,
yeah.
most crashes can be avoided if you are really focusing on driving and not just getting from A to B. That's all I got.
There you
we're gonna
go.
leave it at that. Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one to leave on. You got any plans for the weekend?
No, I'm tired.
Good.
No, I'm gonna chill out with the girls, which is Millie and Bailey, and watch football, college football, pro football, the Buccaneers games. You never know. We do advertise on TV, so it's not beyond belief that one of the TV stations says, "Hey, man, I got 2 tickets. Do you want to go?" And of course,
cool. Yeah.
I'm always free. Yep, I'm there. So hopefully, if some of my advertisers are out there, shoot me a couple of tickets, and I'll be more than happy to go.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, those are nice perks. Those are nice.
Yeah,
perks.
it is. Well, you spend 7 figures on TV commercials. A couple of tickets is not the big deal for them.
Yeah, well, good. A slow weekend is a rest is important. Make sure you do that. So that's good, man. You guys work hard. I know y'all do.
Yeah, and when up in Boston, let's just say Leanne and I have been known to drink a cocktail or two during our evenings out.
The tea party, of course. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
I had a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night tea party.
That's it. All right, man. Well, if there's nothing else, I'll take us out.
Take us out.
Reed and Reed, it's like having a lawyer in the family.